All right, back for more of the Argonaut Weekly here at GoArgos.com. Rob Walden, along with head baseball coach Mike Jeffcoat. Baseball got off to a great start this week. 4-0, 2 games at home, 2 games on the road. A couple of big wins against Montevallo at home, 15-2 and 13-3. Then the Argonauts went and took on nationally ranked Rollins and dispatched them twice, 8-3 and 9-3 on Saturday. So, Coach, I know you, the assistant coaches, the team were amped up to get this 2011 season started, and you probably went over a lot of scenarios in your head as to how the season would start. I can't imagine that you thought that it could start much better than this, though. 4 easy victories over quality competition. You guys have to be thrilled.
Yeah, we're very pleased. We probably, I think in 07 we started out, or 06, 5-0, but more importantly than the 4-0 is how well we're playing overall. The defense has been very good. Our starting pitching has been very good, and obviously the offense is, they're pretty much clicking on all cylinders right now. That's kind of scary,
right,
because there's going to be some lulls, and some guys will cool off a little bit. But again, as we talked about early in the preseason, I thought we had a good deep lineup, and a lot of guys can protect each other, and it makes it very difficult for a pitcher to go through our lineup, in my opinion.
Had a very good home crowd on Wednesday for the doubleheader against Montevallo, especially considering how cold it was outside, and the guys really took care of business. Daniel Vargas Vila on the mound in the first game, Kenny Stahls hitting a couple of home runs, a great way. Didn't let the cold weather bother you guys, a great way to start the season.
Well, it was probably good it was our first game because they were very amped up, and I think the cold was just a non-factor being the first game. We ran into some rain and stuff at Rollins this weekend and lost a game yesterday because of rain. But the guys have been, ready to play, and that's come a lot from the leadership on the team. They get along real well, and they fire each other up, and it's been a real pleasure to see that we don't have to have the fireside chats at this point to get them ready to play. They're doing that on their own.
The pitching was stellar all week long. 2 runs in the first game, 3 in the next 3 games. Heck, you guys could win 50 games with a pitching staff like that. How excited are you that those guys came out and threw the ball very well in the first 4 games?
Well, it's always good to see that that they're all going to pitch consistently and give our team a chance to win. We're trying to build their pitch count up. They're all a little body sore. Their arms are fine, but just from picking up the innings and the number of pitches getting up to 80 now, had a little effect on them. But we're hoping to pitch those 3 starters week in to week in. Kevin Peters obviously did a great job, and we're looking to pitch him on Wednesday against Spring Hill here at home. And we're real excited about his future with us. The bullpen's done a good job. Just about everybody on the staff has had an opportunity to pitch at this point except Josh Hollingsworth, and we're hoping to get him in there. He's a true freshman on Wednesday. Because I'd really like to see what we have out of the bullpen and get some guys experience and see where we can go going into conference.
You mentioned this already a little bit, but really 4 easy victories to start the season. Still a very long campaign, 3 months worth of baseball in front of you. How concerned are you that the guys pace themselves? Obviously, you never want to go out and purposely drop games. That's certainly not the objective. But how concerned are you that the team started strong and is going to fade? That you still have to peak at the right time. A good start, not necessarily enough to carry over to a good season.
Yeah, well, I've made a conscious effort to every time we've had an opportunity, even though these wins have been, as you say, a little bit big. Early in those games, we've had first and second and no outs. We bunted guys over and tried to make sure they understand that we need to move runners and try to, get runs on the board. And a case in point was that is in the second game, Rollins jumped out to a 1-0 lead in the first inning. At the top of the second, we had first, second, and no outs. And Greg Prawn, who's been one of our hottest hitters, I asked him to sacrifice bunt. He did it beautifully. It led to a 4-run inning. And so, we want to get on the board, and they know those are the things we need to do to get it jump started.
More home games this weekend. Spring Hill on Wednesday evening, and then a weekend series against Flagler. Obviously, the weather's still going to be kind of cool, but be nice to have great home crowds out there to support the Argonaut.
Well, it's always good to be home. We play the rest of the month here at home, so it was good to go down to Rollins and get two W's. And we got to be prepared for that and have a good road record. And we know we need to do consistency on the road, but we want to do well at home. We want to, control our fate at home and take care of business.
Argonaut baseball team ranked 21st in the nation, should be on the rise after a 4-0 opening week. Like we said, they'll take on Spring Hill Wednesday and then Flagler this weekend. All games at home, and you can listen to all those games right here live at GoArgos.com.